Hattie Oates, welcome to Australian Musician. How you doing?
Good, thank you, Greg. How are you?
Not too bad. How are you coping with this isolation period?
I haven't found it too bad to be honest. I've loved being home and spending some time with the family and having more time to sort of sit down and write. I mean, looking at the same four walls hasn't been overly inspiring, but I've loved being home and just having time to sort of go down to my little room where all my music gear's set up and have a bit of a jam out. So yeah.
Yeah. What plans did you have to put aside because of the lockdown?
I had a few goals worked out for this year, which was a bit annoying to put aside, but that's okay. I was really wanting to go down to Sydney and Melbourne and hopefully book a gig there for the first time because I haven't quite cracked that yet. So that was my goal for the year, and also maybe do some busking in those two places as well. So that's been put aside for a little while, but hopefully next year I'll be able to jump aboard that same goal and kick that one off.
And what have you been doing to get by? Have you learned any new skills?
Oh, I've been doing some dodgy cooking, I think, trying to. But other than that, like, I've never been a really prolific writer, but I've been trying to just sort of write every day, write something down, whatever's in my head. So that's been really helpful. So that's a silver lining for the isolation period. So yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about some of the highlights of your music career so far. I see you're on the main stage at the Tamworth Country Music Festival one year. What was that experience like?
That was really cool. And I've grown up in Tamworth since I was quite young. And I'm not a country artist, like I don't sing country music, but it's been such an amazing platform for me to just fall in love with music. And if it wasn't for living here, I don't know whether I ever would have found it, but it's brought so many opportunities. My first year that I wanted to busk, I got to bus down the main street, and that was really cool. And they also got me to sing the opening ceremony Australian anthem, which was really cool when I was 12. So that was like 12,000 people, and I was really scared, but that was really good to do. And I don't know, I've just really loved being in the studio. That's something that has been an amazing experience, and I don't know whether I even prefer it over other parts of being a musician. Like, it was just really inspiring to be in the studio and sort of unpack your mind and just brainstorm with other people and create something at the end, which is really cool. So they're probably my two really main goals that I've kicked so far.
And who are some of the artists that you admire and aspire to be like?
Oh, this is a hard one. So many people. I've always grown up with lots of music in the house. Neither of my parents are really musical themselves, but they've always exposed us to old music. And Amy Winehouse is probably my top. I love Amy Winehouse. And I don't know, Adele, Missy Higgins has always been someone I've listened to since a very young age. I don't know, I've grown up with a variety of music, even like rock music, In Excess. So many people.
Yeah. You've got a new single coming out this week called High.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the starting point for that single?
That was one of those songs where I just sat down and it just sort of like came out so instantly. It was so fast, and within an hour and a half, I think, I'd spilt the whole song down on the page, and then it was just sort of a couple of weeks of just nailing it down and sort of cleaning, polishing it up. But I don't know, it's kind of about just that feeling when you meet someone new, or you have like a little crush, and it's like that adrenaline rush you get, so that heartbeat. So yeah, I don't know, came out onto the page really quick, which is really cool.
Yeah. Did you write that on guitar or keyboards?
Guitar originally, and then going into the studio we added some synth and stuff to sort of pop it up, which wasn't the initial goal, but it just sort of came into this sort of pop form and added some electronic beats and stuff, which was cool because I hadn't experimented with that before, so that was really exciting.
So how do you usually document your song ideas? Is it just on your iPhone, or have you got a bit of a studio set up?
I usually just have voice memos on my iPhone. Yeah, if I have an idea, it just comes to me, and then I'll just sort of record it in the middle of the night. If I have something that pops into my head, I'll just quickly record it, and then when I'm feeling sort of inspired, I'll go back through those recordings and see if something stands out to me. But I think that song, High, I don't think any of that really happened for that song. It just initially, it was in one sitting. I'd came up with the chords and I'd done everything. So that's when you know that it's really truthful. So yeah.
Are you working towards an EP or an album? Do you have many songs in the bank?
Yeah, well, after this isolation period, I've written heaps of songs, which is really cool. And I've been sort of playing around with them, sort of trying to demo and produce them a little bit just on GarageBand, just to get an idea. Because obviously at the moment we can't go into the studio. But I don't know, at the moment I'm loving just releasing singles every few months as a way to sort of just keep it moving. But hopefully if I get a few more, maybe I'll just put them all into an album, make that a bit of a collection.
Yeah. You play guitar and keys. Which did you learn first?
Guitar. Guitar will always be my sole instrument. I love keys. I'm just not as good at it. I'm still working on it. And I've bought, in the last few weeks actually, I bought a Roland Go keys, which is something that Tones and I used when she was busking. And it's really cool, and it's just been so good to write songs with and play around with. But yeah, guitar will always be my sole instrument. It's always there next to my bed, ready to pick up if I need to jot something down.
Your main guitar is a Cole Clark. Tell me about that guitar.
It's my favourite thing on this earth. I've got it here, and yeah, I know it's really pretty. And I've had this guitar for maybe 3 or 4 years now, and I bought it in Coogee Bay at Sunburst. And I don't know, as soon as I picked it up, I just knew it had that, it had that feel, and it was so comfy to play, which is so important. And I love it because when I loop, I do a lot of looping as well. It's got really good pickups under the bridge, so that makes really cool like bass sounds and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely my favourite for sure.
Yeah. When you picked it up and started playing the guitar, did you find that songs were coming out?
Yeah, for sure. It was such an inspiring, like even when I first went into Sunburst to just have a look, I had in my head that I wasn't going to buy a Cole Clark because I had a few people that had Cole Clarks, like a few people I knew. And I was like, I just want to sort of get a guitar that's a bit different, whatever. And anyway, I found this one. And I mean, the patterns on it's really cool as well. But yeah, when I picked it up, I was like, oh, can't wait to write some songs on this.
I've seen you in a few clips with a beautiful blue Gretsch guitar as well. Tell me where you got that and why you chose that one.
So that one was also from Sunburst, and I got that probably a year after I bought my Cole Clark. It was actually just after I'd recorded my first little EP that I released, I think 2018. And this one, it's bright blue. And I remember Dougie from Sunburst, he put this in my hands, and it actually wasn't that moment of like, oh yes, I love it. It took me ages to sort of look at it. I was like, I've never ever imagined myself playing a blue guitar. Like I was set on maybe like a really jet black or maybe a white sparkly one or something. And it took me a while. I had to look in the mirror and sort of, I don't know. But as soon as I took it home and now playing gigs with it, I can't imagine having a different coloured guitar. And it's so cool too. It's just brings another element to a live gig. And everyone always comments on how cool it looks as well.
Do you like the sound and the feel of the hollow body rather than a solid body electric?
Yeah, and I definitely love sort of jazz-inspired stuff, and I always just try and put a bit of a jazzy twist on many of my songs, so having that sound is really cool.
Yeah. In another clip, I saw you playing an Ibanez, a black electric. Was that yours?
Yeah, that's a new addition to the lot.
Okay.
That's actually been sitting in my brother's cupboard for I don't know how many years, and he brought it up the other day. It wasn't that long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, is that still in the cupboard? I thought you sold it. Anyway, it's still there, so I just wipe the dust off it, and all good to go. And it's been really cool as well. Different sound completely to the Gretsch, and hopefully when I can get back into some live gigs, that'll be a new element to my gig as well.
Yeah. And what do you use for your looping?
I use the RC300, so that's the biggest Roland looping pedal. And I started off with the RC3, I think it was, which is the single, just the one pedal. And that sort of created a whole new excitement sort of thing, because I was like, oh my god, I can loop and be a one woman band, which was really awesome. And anyway, so I bought the full one, which has got the 3 different tracks, and it's so much easier sort of to do at live gigs. And I love it when you watch people's faces when you're looping and they're like, oh, what's happening? That's so cool. So yeah.
Yeah. So what are the plans, the revised plans for 2020?
I think at the moment it's taken me a few weeks to sort of just try and make new goals and whatnot, but I think it's just going to be writing, really writing, getting as many songs, just pump it out. And in the past, I've written a few songs and then I've gone straight to recording them, and like I've only written those songs. So I think now I want to write a heap of songs and then select the songs that I want to record, sort of thing. Do a bit more of pick and choose and really find the best ones. That's probably the new goal.
Yeah. And what are you looking forward to most about this lockdown ending?
Probably getting back into live gigs for sure. You realise how much you miss the crowd engagement, and yeah, just a good pub gig is well needed.
Yeah. All right, Hattie Oates, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Greg.